checking off of our mics already.
Yeah, he's listening.
What do I got going on?
Oh, it's okay. You have a little Jerry curl.
I used to have those.
Hitting the button? Button has been hit.
The button.
Your mic is hot.
The button is.
I thought he said we were going to see ourselves.
Just a little rule of show business. Always consider all mics are always hot.
That's right.
That's the best.
You know, we don't want to pull a naked gun kind of urinal situation.
Or a president in an RV.
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
true.
Yes. So welcome in live from Orlando at the NASGW show. It's Gun Talk Live. So we thought we'd bring in our buddies, Ryan and Jeff from Crimson Trace. You know them, you love them. Lasers have really changed the game in the world of guns. I mean, you think 20 years ago, this wasn't even a thought of putting a laser on a gun, Jeff.
No, absolutely not. It's helped the shooter, no matter if you're an expert or inexperienced.
Yeah.
Definitely helps the shooter out.
Yeah, that's a good point. You know, it can take, and we've done this on know a bunch of videos.
Yep.
You can take anyone, shoot it without a laser, shoot it with a laser. Really, that's the only thing you've changed, and all of a sudden they've improved as a shooter.
Yeah, it's amazing. Especially,
Magic.
you know, we've talked about threat-based shooting too. You know, when that happens, God forbid, you have to deploy that firearm. You're going to be looking at that target.
Yep.
You know, you're going to be watching them move, and a laser gives you that secondary sighting system, so you can put it on the target and watch them at the same time.
Well, Crimson Trace has done a pretty good job of saying, okay, then we're going to make lasers on like every gun, for every gun,
Yep.
and a lot of universal lasers. But you keep coming up with new stuff.
Yeah.
The side saddle,
Yep.
Laser saddle, has been a big hit, and you've got a new one for us.
Yeah, the LS250 was the one we did for the Mossberg, and we couldn't keep that in stock.
Yep.
Now we have come out with the one. I mean, comments from your viewers, comments from all of our people saying, "Hey, where's the one for the 870?" And here it is, red and green.
Okay, a laser saddle for 870 shotguns. Does this work on any 870?
Yeah, you can see that this is on one of the larger scale 870 platforms, but it'll also work on the TAC-14, which is the smaller one. You know, we've done videos on that. The handheld,
shorty.
It's not. I don't even think it's called a shotgun.
Yeah, it's any other weapon
That's right.
thing.
That's the thing.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. But if you notice on this one, Ryan, too, you know, we talked about in design that we wanted to keep this open on the top so that they could still mount the rail, so it's still fully usable as the rail. And a lot of people like to run shell caddies on the side.
Sure, keeps that available.
Yep, keeps it available. So you just run the bolts right through and you're...
I mean, this is the whole thing.
Yep.
It's a really trim,
compact,
slim package. And so, Jeff, red and green lasers?
That's correct. The one on the firearm here is red, thumb activated on the top, so you can.
Okay.
It's ambi, right or left-handed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Easy
Kind of a top tang safety like you have on other shotguns.
Exactly.
So, and so what does this run cost-wise?
So the red is usually less expensive than the green. The red, you're going to be at the $169, $179 manufacturer retail price, and the green's about $199.
Okay.
And they'll be on the market. Probably just say first of the year.
Yep.
Okay.
First of the year they'll be on the market. Both.
Okay.
Yep.
Good deal. Now, another thing Crimson Trace has become known for are lights. Tell us about what you brought for us.
So we brought you some of our universal fit products. So we can talk about the 209 first. So feel how light that is there, Ryan.
Nothing.
Super lightweight polymer construction. A lot of people love having the activation on both sides, you know, depending on how you're operating the gun.
You can do it with your thumb or your index finger.
Exactly.
What's this thing weigh? This is only a few ounces, huh?
Yeah, and it's a lot of comments that we got because Jeff and I read all the comments. We all read all the comments that we get everywhere. And a lot of things that people were saying were, hey, I want something for my Glock or for my Smith that's a compact size that won't be hanging out 30 feet in front of the muzzle.
Sure.
So this guy with Glock compact, Smith & Wesson compact, it lines straight up with it.
Well, and that's a good point because we're seeing it in the world of guns getting smaller.
Yep.
And that really, I used to say the single stack 9 was the hotness for several years, the shields and that kind of thing, the 43s. But now we've got these, I don't know what you call them, stack and a half guns, these 365, the Hellcat. And you don't want to put a giant light on a compact gun.
Yep, and you still want it to be lightweight enough that you're going to put it in your pocket, put it in your carry. So that's really what this is designed for.
It adds really, it's very trim, but more importantly for me, it doesn't add a lot of weight.
Right.
Now,
Exactly.
I wonder if this would work in certain holsters. Are they going to be making this available?
So we have great relationships with all the holster companies. So whenever we're going to come out with a new light and laser combo, we usually send them the body of the construction and say, hey, this is what it's going to look like, and they'll start working on holsters. So all of your favorite ones, it'll be an option.
It'll work.
Yep.
Okay, cool. What else did you guys have here?
So you want to talk a little bit about the 207s, Jeff?
Yeah, so we got a couple of items here that are going to be debuting probably after the first of the year. They are a light laser combo where you've got a red diode or a green diode here, and then you've got a LED illuminated light here. Again, same thing like on the other polymer paddle here. It's just a push button paddle, right hand, left hand. It is universal, so it's going to fit on anything with a pick rail, that primarily pistols, but this also could go on a rifle platform if you had a pick rail
Absolutely,
on the side or on the bottom. But again, the major driver in the design here is meant more for pistol application. It's got a CR123 battery on there. I forget the illumination we were going to try to go for on this.
Yeah, we're going to probably be in the 400 or 500 lumen
Okay.
range there.
We might try to get a little bit higher.
Well, and for a pistol light, I mean, that's I don't know. I would say that's as much light as you could really need.
That you want to throw
when you're
it.
talking about, within 20 yards, you're going to light up the world.
We talk about that all the time. Some people, 2,000 lumens on a pistol light, and it's blinding yourself when you go into a door. So we feel like we're going to hit the perfect amount for you to CQB however you want to use it, carry it.
A laser on it, and you can sight in this laser.
You can, and then you can also run them independently if you just wanted the light only, if you wanted the laser only, or a combination of both.
You can kind of program it.
You can program the modes by squeezing these paddles at the same time, and it'll go through the several different modes.
Gotcha.
So you have light only, laser only, and then light and laser.
Awesome.
Three different modes, yeah.
And you'll notice too, Ryan, you remember our 204, 205, those are our universal fit right now. And they kind of look like this, where it's the laser on one side and the light on the other.
Right.
And we took it kind of now in line with the barrel.
Okay. So it's maybe a little bit easier to sight in.
Exactly.
Be on point of aim, that kind of thing.
And it also helps with, if you want to stretch these things out, I mean, Jeff was talking about on a rifle, if you mount it underneath the rifle, getting as close to the bore as you can really stretch it out, because when you have it on the side, you're using up some of your angle, some of your debris to move it into wherever you want. Yep. So keeping it in line with that barrel now is huge.
Now, the lights you guys have been bringing out are pretty affordable.
Yeah.
What are these running?
These will probably be under $200.
Yeah, under 200.
Okay, for a light laser.
For
That's
a light
correct.
laser.
Yep.
Okay.
We don't.
And you have two different colors to choose from here too. You can go with the 50 Shades of FDE look, that everybody's been kind of putting out, or just the standard black.
So, in the world of lasers, Crimson Trace is I get kind of the default. You guys are the Kleenex of lasers, if you will.
Thank you.
Thank you, I guess.
That's good. I'll take
a household name.
Yeah, it's a household name.
Yep.
I think people are realizing that this is just another tool in the toolbox as far as putting it on the gun. What's next for this? I mean, it just keeps growing and changing.
We got some cool stuff. We always like coming to work with you, Ryan. So you're the first group that has seen these media-wise. So we always like showing your viewers and everything new stuff that we have. But I think next year we'll be here in the same place, and you're going to be looking at some even cooler stuff.
More lasery, lighty things.
More lasery, lighty, and then that we went into the optics and the sights because we've covered that with you.
Yep.
So there may be a few more of those coming
More
down
scopes.
too.
More scopes.
Red dots, open red dots, closed red dots. Yep.
Wow. Yeah, in the red dot world, that's a whole nother bag that we could dive into for an hour.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
I mean, what was funny to me is last night at the Poma Caliber Awards in the optics category, they were all red dots.
Yep.
It was like, okay, this is the new thing.
Yep.
Yeah, the red dots
Good
are
point.
screaming right now.
Yeah.
Everybody wants those different options on their guns.
So if people want to find out more about the laser saddle for the 870, the lights, where do they go?
CrimsonTrace.com, but right now, as we were telling you, this is brand new stuff for your viewers, so they're not going to be up there on the website yet.
It's brand new, but when will this stuff be out?
I would say most of it we're going to have first of the year. This little guy right now,
that might be sooner.
I think this is probably within the next week.
I like this. This is so handy. And honestly, I don't know if you would, but it could double almost as a little pocket light. I mean, it's just like
you could throw it on there, and
it's so small.
Yeah, absolutely.
So okay, new stuff from Crimson Trace. You won't find it anywhere because it's brand new, but you're seeing it here right now. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the section what you're viewing here. We'll be tuning into those comments, answering some of that stuff. And I know Crimson Trace, you guys will take a look and try to answer any questions you have on that stuff. So thanks for tuning in. We'll be back with more Gun Talk Live from Orlando.